Alright y'all, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Today I am beyond stoked. I have not done a video like this in quite some time. We are going to be using the PB rat in some of these urban ponds to try to catch us an urban giant. We are searching for, 5, 6, 7 pounders. Let's be real, we're probably going to catch some 2, 3 pounders if they're willing to come up and blow up on this thing. But I will tell you what, I am beyond excited to use this. The PB rat is down at Copperstate Marine and Tackle. I have never used this bait, but I've heard so many good things about it. Man, I'll tell you guys what, it is windy as heck today. Probably not the best time to be throwing this, but I'll tell you what, I got a good feeling. I think with that low pressure and all this storm weather coming around us, I think it is going to entice a few fish. So the gear that we're going to be throwing the rat on is going to be my Akuma Tournament concept rod. I love this thing. Heavy power, fast action rod. You can throw up to 2 ounces on this sucker. I use frogs on this and small swim baits all the time. What a phenomenal rod by Akuma. And then we got that Akuma Hakai bait casting reel right there with 17-pound fluorocarbon. We're gonna tie this thing on. We're gonna make a couple casts. We're gonna see what we could do. I've used rat lures before in the canal systems, but I've never used them in the ponds. There's always a bunch of mice run around the canal systems, which is why I like to use them there. And you get some big bites. We are all set. We're ready to go. All we gotta do, get this bait wet and go crank a fish. So I don't know if there's really anything up in here because this is a little tiny area. Oh, there's a turtle right there. Oh, you turtle, you better not. You better not come after my PB rat. Let's see how this thing looks. Oh my gosh, that looks terrifying. That looks like it's gonna crank a fish if there's any fish up in here. Tell you what, this thing swims freaking amazing. First time ever using this this rat, and I'll tell you what, so far so good. Got no complaints as of yet. We're gonna be fishing these areas fairly quick because I mean they don't look bad, but they don't look amazing. And for us to be able to pull a couple fish on this lure today, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of moving. We're gonna have to really work hard. But I mean, we're looking for a giant. We're not looking for those little pipsqueak 1 to 2 pounders. See if there's anything by this rock. Little built-in rock. Could you imagine? Dunk! I'm gonna make one cast over by all those little boulders over there. And then we'll see. All right, y'all. So it's not really looking too spicy up in here today, but we're just getting started. We've been out for about 10 minutes. Doesn't mean that we're not going to get on a bite, I will tell you what, since I was a little kid, they have done a lot to, make some little structure piles with some river. We got smacked. Oh my goodness, I wasn't paying attention. We got annihilated. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all, that was a wild bite. Oh my goodness. I had a feeling up near like one of these little spillways there'd be something, but as I'm trying to talk about the structure they've added in here, like all the little river rock and structure piles to help some of these fish do pretty good, have some structure to hang around, we get just absolutely thrashed. Man, that was a wild bite, y'all. That was incredible. I saw the swirl after, but couldn't quite see. There's one. Oh, he is slacking it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He hit it so hard. We had slack in it, y'all. Two bites. And I'm missing them both. Come on, Drew. Get it together. I got a good feeling about right here. I remember standing here as a 7-year-old whipping around my little rod, cranking a few LMBs. And right over here is actually where I let go of my goldfish. Finster. Oh yeah. Yeah, Finster probably got eaten the very first day he was in here. I was a little kid at that point in time, man. Memories of being a 7-8-year-old. There's one. Dude, oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, that was the softest hit that I've had. Guys, we're getting bit. We are getting bit consistently. And you know what's happening? I am trash. That is what's happening. There's a bass. There's a bass. Oh, 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 oh my gosh, oh my gosh, where'd he go, where'd he go? Oh my gosh, he's right there. He's right behind us. He's right below us, should I say. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. There's another. That's a pig. That's a pig. Got her. No, no. No, that was a female way down there, y'all. That was a female, and she came out and she smoked it. She smoked it. Oh no. Why aren't these hooks sticky enough? I mean, they're sticky hooks, don't get me wrong. That was kind of my fault. I didn't expect that female to come up and, you know, attack it that quick, because the male was the one that was right below it. But that female was just right down here. It was like, it's like a little ditch area. Oh my goodness, y'all. That smaller, you know, 2-pounder, I'd be super stoked with that. Oh, got him. First fish on the rat. Not a healthy fish at all, but a fish nonetheless. Oh my gosh. He just skimmed it. All right, y'all, so if this fish wasn't so skinny, he'd actually be a really good fish. He's just long, not the healthiest, though. All right, y'all, so we finally stuck a fish. Unfortunately, it wasn't the healthiest fish. Either that was a post-spawn female or just a purely unhealthy fish in all. But a fish nonetheless, super sick. So we've gotten a total of 5 bites. That is exactly why you go back to spots that you were previously fishing earlier in the day, because the fish will reset and they will come back and you will have an opportunity to get them like we did with that one. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna work our way back, fish some new spots, and then shoot over to a different pond. So without further ado, let's go snatch a few more. See, this looks like another area where we could quite possibly get a little nibbler. I mean, it's got a nice little slope, a little bit of depth. I don't see too much water flow other than that little pump in the middle, but see what we can do. That's just a little fish just hit it. That was a little bass. Little bass just kissed it. Just kissed it. Oh my goodness, y'all. Ah, there's a goose in that person's backyard. He's got eggs right next to that tree, so he's scaring off all the ducks. It's kind of funny. It's kind of rough for that person. How's he gonna go in his backyard? Get attacked by a freaking goose every time you go back there. All right, y'all, so we came over to another pond. This pond has some absolute giants in it, especially this portion. I've caught some 5-6 pounders out of here in years past, so I'm hoping that we can luck out with one on the PB rat today. We got the storm coming up behind us, and it's coming in relatively quick, so that's either gonna help us or absolutely destroy us. The wind is still awful, but we got a little bit of a windbreak from all the apartments, so let's see what we can do. Like I said, 10-20 minutes here, and then we're gonna shoot across the street, give it a shot there, and hopefully we could crank a fish within that time frame, because we don't have a whole lot of time left before it starts pouring. So let's get it. Y'all, there's so many dead fish floating. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 6 dead fish over there, and then we ran up on a few dead fish over here. Granted, the majority of them are tilapia, One of them is a really nice channel. It's kind of a bummer. I know there's a fish in here that wants to eat this. Get this thing out there a little bit deeper, and then slow, steady retrieval. As we get blown away and we freeze our tails off, oh my gosh, big fish, y'all. Got smoked. Big fish, y'all. Big fish. I cranked it down, gave it a quick pause, and on that pause, we got absolutely freaking smoked. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one for a palm right there. Oh my gosh. Got him. Got him on the PB rat. Look at that fatty right there. Check that out right there. Now that is a largemouth, as he spined me because he almost got back in the water. Now that right there, y'all, that is why we come out and fish with unique lures for beautiful urban fish like this. Oh my goodness. Let's get this guy a drink real fast. Take good care of him. Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't have my big camera because it's dead. Look at this, guys. We're going old fashioned right here with the camera quality. Look at that freaking belly on that fish. Absolutely incredible. Let's get this fish back in. I just had to get some sort of camera up to show you guys this beautiful, beautiful pond bass. PB rat right there. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Whoop-a-ham. That is what we're talking about. Yeah. You hear that? That sounds like fishiness right there. I have such a good feeling about ripping around the rat lure today in the pond right behind us. This pond has some absolute giants in it. I say that almost all the time, but this pond has been here since the 1950s and maybe even longer. So you gotta know there's some absolute pigs up in here. And with the rat lure, I think it's gonna be able to pull up any post-spawn bass, post-spawn females that are looking for a big bite. We're gonna be using the Akuma Tournament Concept rod. This is a heavy power fast action rod with that Akuma Hakai bait casting reel. We got 17-pound fluoro on this bad boy, and we are gonna see if we can crank any LMBs in the pond right behind us on that rat lure. I got a real good feeling about it. It's too fishy, y'all. It is too darn fishy. Let's go get them. Very first cast, right down that bank. Let's see what we can do. Want to keep it up a little bit higher in the water column because it's extremely shallow. We have all this grass up along the edge. So with that being said, we're probably going to hang up a little bit. But that is all right. As long as we keep that rod tip up, give this a nice slow retrieval, I think we might be able to trick a fish or two into hitting this big old rat lure. One thing I did forget in the car are my pliers, so hopefully if we do hook a fish, we don't hook them too bad. I'm thinking with this overcast, it'll help the bite too a little bit. It's a little bit warmer than it's been the last few days, which is good. Could push these fish up a little. And they could be wide open biting because we got that overcast. There's one. Big hit, big hit, big hit. That's good fish, y'all. That's good fish. That's a good fish. Oh my gosh, that hit was gnarly. He came right off that grass edge. He hasn't shown himself. He's staying down, so he could be good. He's coming at us. Kind of quick. No. God, what? Just a little pipsqueak. Nothing big, but a little pipsqueak. Just hit that rat lure just like that. Can you believe that? What a bite. This guy has behaved very well. Thank you. Man, I was worried he was gonna do a little bit of flopping. Check that fish out. That little tiny guy right there just smoked the rat lure. I mean, check that out. Literally half the size of that fish. That is exactly why you throw rat lures. It catches anything. And it's so much fun because I have to hit it with such velocity that you know, it's a hard hit. That fish felt so much bigger than he actually was, y'all. So much bigger. That is hilarious. Well, that's a little bit insane. I did not expect that fish to be that small, because when he hit it at first, it just stopped. I mean, you guys saw that rod just bend and just stop. So I was like, okay, at least a 3-pounder. Maybe he was caught up in some sort of shrubbery and I pulled him out of it. I'm not 100% sure, but that was absolutely wild. That bite was ridiculous. Now we just got to go out there and catch a couple more, because, man, if they're going to be hitting like that today, it's going to be a ton of fun, regardless of if they're big fish or small fish, but we're going to get ourselves a big fish today. All right, y'all. We're gonna see you at the next spot in 3, 2, 1. All right. So I got mud all over my camera, so that's gonna be a pain to clean a little bit later. Let's just flip around the dock real fast. Obviously, you don't want to hit the dock or anything. You know, people own these docks, so if you flip around them, always try to not bump them. I got my pliers, y'all. I got my pliers, so we are set and we're ready to go just in case we do pick up a fish. This pond, this is a pond where we can luck out with a behemoth. Got one. Oh my gosh, he smoked it. He smoked it, y'all. Right at the bank. Oh my goodness. It's a decent one. It's not a bad fish right there. Check that out. Right up in the face. Beautiful little fish. Thank you for the bite, buddy. And he was not coming off. I was just looking around and I'm like, la 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 la. Next thing I know, my rod's all bending, going all crazy. And I was like, nah, there's no way that's a fish. All right, y'all. So a little bit of a bummer. We got this beautiful largie. Nothing big, just a beautiful little fish on that rat lure, on the PB rat. Man, what a bummer. I was for sure thinking that I would be able to get some of these catches on the big camera. We may have gotten that very first fish on the big camera, but this one, I was just losing all hope. You know, I was casting around, it's been a little while, been about an hour, and I'm like, man, we're just not catching anything. So the camera was just sitting there. Next thing you know, my rod's bending over, and I'm like, I'm so out of it that I was looking down at my rod, and I'm like, oh shoot, we got a fish on. So that is super sick. Kind of rejuvenated me a little bit. Gives me a little more confidence that there's gonna be some hungry bass willing to come and chase that rat lure. I ripped that thing out there pretty deep, and then that fish hit right by the bank. So I don't know if that fish followed it from the deep up to the shallow, or was just sitting shallow, saw it come by and just smacked it. All in all, happy though, and let's go try to find a few more.